Veteran Jon Hall joins us this morning as we honor Veterans Day 2024. And John, good morning to you, sir.
Good morning, Jim and Dale.
Good to have you with us this morning.
Good to
and
be
the
here.
Veterans Day parade is coming up, what, 10 o'clock this morning?
Yes, it is.
Let's talk about it a little bit.
A little bit busy day today. We're getting ready. As a matter of fact, when I leave here, I'm going up to the Legion to get the vehicles ready to go. We've got vehicles and trailers that we have to set up for the parade. We've got a group of people coming from pretty much all over the area, and the schools are going to participate. The bands, of course, are joining forces, I heard, this year. We're going to have a military vehicle club that I belong to, the Dixie Division. They're bringing some of their antique military vehicles. Of course, mine's going to be in there up front.
You still got that Jeep?
It's a different one. It's a Vietnam vintage mutt is what it's called, a 151. So that's going to be driven by Bill Coker. I'm driving the Grand Marshal, Paul Gillespie, a Korean War veteran, and he and I are going to be up front, but we're going to be behind the sign that says American Legion Post 45. A little different this year.
It is.
But the parade route is the same as the Christmas parade. The setup is on 6th Street, rather, and we're going down Broadway, back Norton, and then we're going up to the Legion for lunch.
You are a Navy veteran.
Yes, I am.
Tell me about your time in the military.
It was, the question is Vietnam era or Vietnam? Well, they changed the word and took era out. So I was in from 69 to 74. I've been in reserves after that. But I started off on a submarine support facility in New London, Connecticut. And it was basically submarine rescue.
Now, you're from the Northeast, aren't you?
Yes, I am, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I stayed up in the North Atlantic. So that makes me a non-combat vet, but I'm still a Vietnam veteran. And they changed the definition from Vietnam era to Vietnam, period. So I rode that one in. But I was in New London, Connecticut, in the North Atlantic on a surface craft, and we were supposed to go out and save submarines, but thankfully no submarines got into trouble while I was on active duty. But we traveled around for a while.
Yeah. You came back here to Alabama, to Sylacauga, and talk about the American Legion Post a bit.
The American Legion Post 45 is up on Fort Williams. We own all three buildings up there, the Armory, and the Motor Pool, and the Legion building. Was
it donated to y'all, or?
Actually, no.
Okay.
We donated the land to the National Guard.
All right.
Well, when I say we, I mean the American Legion. And they could use the land as long as it stayed a National Guard facility. When they abandoned it, it reverted back to the grantor on the deed, which is us. So we retook possession of the building, land and all. And we're right now using it as a building for flea markets, and our intention is to do better, further things. Think about this. That great big building could hold one heck of a revival. Yeah. It could hold a dance. It could hold all kinds of different things. We fully intend to use it for the community. And we do car shows up there. We do flea markets. All kinds of different things.
John, what does it personally mean to you to be called a veteran?
It is the most honorable thing I could possibly have done. And to protect my country, my flag, my people, the community, yeah, that's something good. It's a righteous situation, and I'm awfully proud of it.
Do you know how many veterans we have in this area that are living?
The numbers vary, but 45 has got 74 members. There's another post in Childersburg, 68, and I believe they are in the vicinity of 50, 55 people. So there's 120, 130 people involved in the American Legion, but there's a whole lot more that are veterans, but yet they don't associate with a group.
Yeah.
I would hazard a guess is 300 or 400.
Okay. Now, who is going to be leading the parade today? The Grand Marshal?
Grand Marshal.
Who is that now?
Paul Gillespie.
Tell me about him.
He's a goofy old Korean War. He's a 95-year-old Korean War veteran.
Wow.
And he's a hot ticket. He's got everything there. He comes to breakfast on Tuesday mornings with us. And he sits next to Frankie Owens, right?
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, I know. So, well, he can't hold but he's right up there, and he just got married less than a year ago.
95 years old?
And, I told you he was goofy.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, but he's great people, and he's part of our group and part of my guys. And I got to say a little bit about my guys, right? People have thought because the white building up behind the Wells Fargo Bank used to be a honky-tonk. I need to dispel the rumor, right? First of all, there's no drinking at the American Legion. There's no smoking at the American Legion, and there's no bad language. And I would be very proud to say there's nothing we do up there that would offend anyone, women, children, anybody. So we are a Christian group, and we're a bonded group together of brothers.
So the parade itself rolls off about 10 o'clock.
Yes, sir.
And it starts down, down by the high school or somewhere in that area?
It's coming out of 6th Street, and that's where we're staging on 6th Street and coming out and going down Broadway, going down to Fort Williams in front of the War Memorial at the Chamber of Commerce, and coming back
Now, who puts all that together, John?
Actually, I'm giving credit to Lisa Garrett.
Okay.
Lisa has taken reins, and she's completely in charge of everything, registering, setting things up,
and stuff?
everything.
Wow.
Except for the fact that I'm up front. So.
Oh.
But she's got the list of everybody. She knows where they're going to go. We've got everything covered, and she's been stellar as what she does. And kudos to her and her husband Marty, and the Dignity Funeral Homes. Both of you guys have been supporters along with Southern States Bank.
Yeah.
So I mean, you guys, Curtis and Son and Radney Smith and Southern States Bank, keep us going. Yeah. And you got to give them all the praise there is. But Lisa she's in charge.
Okay. You know. Jon Hall, Navy veteran, and today is Veterans Day, and we salute all of our veterans. And John, is this, now correct me if I'm wrong, is this for living veterans, or is this for veterans of deceased as well as living?
This is for the veterans who came home.
Okay.
All right. Memorial Day is for veterans who did not come home. We honor their memory, right? Veterans Day is for guys like me, okay? It's sad but true, okay? Memorial Day is like, people think it's hot dogs and hamburgers.
Yeah.
Well, think about it. I have the right to sit here to talk to you on television in front of the community, right? Paid for by the guys who didn't come home, right? And so Memorial Day, we do something at the Legion where we bring flags down to half staff, but we honor the memory of those who have gone before us. And, you know, keep it, you need to remember. We did a thing at the Wigufka yesterday afternoon. It's the MIA table, and the biggest word there was remember. There's guys out there who haven't come home and we don't know where they are. There's guys out there that are, who knows what, you know, but we need to remember their name, their personality, their human being, you know. It's a somber event, but you know.
Now, there's been several school events honoring veterans in the last week or so.
Yeah, this is a busy week. We started off Tuesday morning, the girls from the library at the Sylacauga High School came up and fed us. And Wednesday, we did the assembly at the high school, where we did a presentation of Red Skelton's definition of the pledge to the American flag.
I love that too.
Oh, yeah, I'll tell you. Well, that's been going around and well received. But we did that yesterday too, as well. Then you've got the MIA table. But then you've got Sylacauga High School, Indian Valley, B.B. Comer, Fayetteville. I said Indian Valley, didn't I? Nichols Lawson. All these schools in the area had some kind of a program.
Fayetteville's always huge doing that.
Yeah. But every one of the schools had a program to honor the veterans, and that's extremely humbling. You know, these kids that in Pinecrest School was put on by the third graders. That is something to see. I mean, kudos to those guys. I mean, the little itty bitty kids like this, and they get into it, you know, and it's for us.
Who knows? They may wear a uniform in years to come. You never know.
Well, you know, it would be, hopefully it would be a time where you don't have to have defense like we had to go through, you know.
Without getting into the political arena, there's going to be a new president, number 47, in January with President-elect Donald Trump. Is that a plus for veterans, you think?
Personally, I can only speak for myself. And let me explain, because the American Legion is apolitical. We do not promote or help out, you know, campaign. You can't campaign up there. But personally, I think it's a blessing. Okay. President Trump was, he's an advocate for the military. Well deserved, right? It's about time. The ship I was on was decommissioned, right? I probably killed it, but it was decommissioned right after I got off of it. But this was in the 70s. And at that time, it was a 1940 vehicle. You know, so I mean, it's old stuff. To keep up with today's society and today's activities, you need to have modern equipment. And I don't want to say warfare, but you have to have modern equipment to protect our country. And I think with his guidance, it's promising.
Okay. John, let's again talk about the event today and what all is going to be taking place.
Okay, I'm leaving here and going up to the Legion to get the trailers ready to go. We've got floats coming and we've got the vehicles coming and things like that. We're leaving the Legion about 8:30 to come down the stage and get the vehicles lined up for it. I got a phone call last night. If somebody, is it too late to be in the parade? No, it's not. If you want to come down, go down to 6th Street and line up, okay? Just, if you want to participate, you're more than welcome. Please come, right? People who want to watch, line the streets and scream and holler and yay.
Have your flag.
Oh, yeah. It would be nice if everybody had a flag, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
You know? But the parade starts at 10, okay, and it's going to be let off. I know I'm pretty sure the police lead off with it, so they get everybody out of the way, and then the fire department, and then the 45 is going to be together, and then there's going to be car clubs and different things and different organizations. But this is a parade whereas you can all, the community can join together and say, hey, I'm supporting the veterans. If by not being in the parade, then by standing on the sidewalk and cheering us along. I know Betty's going to be down there taking pictures or videoing it, so I don't know if it'll come back to here or not. I think it will.
It will, yeah.
But again, WOYL has always been broadcasting the parade, if not live at a later date. So if you miss it, you'll be able to see it. Don't forget to look for the guy in the black car up front.
That's you. That's you. So you're the commander of Post 45. Am I right on that? Okay.
Yes, I am.
What does that mean?
Means I'm the one that gets shot first.
Oh, okay.
I consider myself responsible for my guys, okay?
How many members you got in there?
74.
Okay.
And just to make sure everybody's okay, we have a breakfast on Tuesdays, as you know, and you come up and,
All right.
but I make sure that everybody's welcome. If anybody has a problem, talk to them, you know. It's I don't want to say like the daddy kind of thing, but you know, like I said, I love these guys.
So they're going to be, the veterans are going to have lunch after the parade today,
Yes,
right?
Yes, yeah,
Up at the post?
yeah. Veterans and participants in the parade, and
Okay.
of course assorted guests and things like
Okay.
that. But again, it's just something we do. The community says thank you to us, and we say thank you to those that
Yeah.
participated in the parade by having a lunch.
I've known Jon Hall a long time, and John's had some personal battles. And I don't know if you can speak to this at all this morning, but if you would share with the people and your friends about what you faced and where we are now with it.
All right, well, I've been kind of quiet about it, but for those of you who have seen me before, I mean, I'm looking at the camera over there, and I don't even know who the heck that guy is, right? Where is my beard? Okay? But at the same time, where is 100 pounds? I was a little fatso, okay? If I make this announcement, it'll be the first time I've said it. I am recovering from cancer of the throat. I've gone through 35 radiation treatments and 5 chemo treatments. I refuse to cut my hair because I'm going to try to keep all that I can. But, and I'll tell you very honestly, they told me at the VA that they found a lump, a mass in my throat, so it's throat cancer, all right? It was on both tonsils, the tonsils and lymph nodes. And surprisingly enough, I got calm, right? And then I says, come on, Lord, we got a job to do. I turned the whole thing over to him, okay? And if I can be an example for some, yeah, I've got cancer. I hope it's gone. We'll find out next month if it is. But the whole thing is up to him. Everything that's done, okay, yeah, I've got a turkey neck. I was yelling at Pete Sumner's the other day. I've got the same kind of neck he's got now, right? And but the thing is it's only a thing. God's in charge, and that's to me amazing.
Yeah.
That I can find this kind of peace.
Yeah.
You know. So yeah, hey people, I've got cancer. Yeah, maybe I'm going to fight it, and look out, here I come.
You fought all your life, you'll continue to fight it. Jon Hall, who is the commander of American Legion Post 45, and he'll be involved with the Veterans Day Parade this morning, rolling off at 10 o'clock. Jon, always a pleasure to have you with us, and Godspeed to you, sir.
God bless Jimmy Joe.
More
Thank you.
Daybreak coming up right after this.